Welcome back to Ones to Watch on Footy Accumulators, powered by our pals at the Football Index, which is, of course, the stock market for buying and selling shares in players. I'm joined, as always, by the smartest man in football, Alan McInally.
Yeah, I get a bit of stick from my gear every now and again, don't I? So I thought, you're always dressed up, so I thought, well...
You are pulling that off perfectly.
Well, I'm going to Sky next, that's why.
We better be quick then, let's get stuck in. Who's your first one to watch?
Well, he is the top end of Football Index. We try and obviously look at potential, who's going to give us that media dividend, and obviously share price is a big thing on Football Index. At the top end is a chap called Neymar.
The creme de la creme.
The creme de la creme, the king of, just about everything. And he has top end, I don't know what his index, his share price is, but it's going to be pretty high, isn't it?
Well over £8.
Top end, absolutely. And listen, apart from his media dividend, because he's normally always in the media, his goals for an assist at PSG are just unbelievable. We can see them on the
screen now, you're right.
Yeah.
Unbelievable goals and assists record at PSG. And as well for Barcelona, 105 goals in 186 games.
That's pretty good, isn't
it? Some stats there, Al.
Yeah, I mean, he's a top end. He really is a wonderful, and his dribbling ability, his assists and shots on target, he's just incredible. He is, one of the main men, even although he has a reputation of being party bad boy.
Well, it's funny you should say that, because interesting little fact for you, Neymar's missed the game through injury or suspension around the 11th of March and his sister's birthday for the last 5 years.
What's wrong with that? It's all right.
It's very interesting, that, isn't it?
Listen, it was your birthday not long ago and you never turned up for ours.
That is not true. I am here and I am dedicated.
You are. No, listen, it's not only that.
I can't afford to.
around his birthday, and for the last 5 years, it's not a coincidence.
I mean, there's a record here.
There was just a thing with football players back in the day when obviously I had a winter break when I was in Germany, but in England and Scotland you didn't. And you always used to pick up a hamstring, something around Christmas and New Year. But
this is very insightful,
but I never,
because
I like to. I'm not having that. But yes, Neymar has the tag of giving it. Yeah, it's his birthday, so he's not going to play the previous game or the week after because he's probably been partying. But hey, listen, nevertheless, that's only a minor misdemeanor on his side.
He's so good, he probably just gets away with it.
And he's so good, they probably say to him, look, it's your birthday, so when are you playing?
It's like you when you come here, you rock up, you do what you want because you're just so good at it, Al. Let's have a look though, because do you think he could move back to Barcelona or Real Madrid within the next couple of windows?
Yeah, I don't think his relationship with PSG has been brilliant. It certainly went through the rocks 6 or 7 months ago. There was a possibility he might leave. He's going to cost a lot of money, for goodness sake. And where's he going to go? Barcelona, Real Madrid? Would he go to Italy? Maybe follow Ronaldo. But certainly you would think if he goes, probably the summer would be one, because PSG, do they sell Mbappe? You don't want to lose him. Cavani's obviously going to move at the end of the season and Neymar might be following him. And where can he actually go genuinely? And you would think it's really probably going to be Barcelona or Real Madrid.
Well, we shall wait and see. Now, you mentioned Ronaldo there, and it looks like there's no stopping Ronaldo or Messi. But can you see Neymar ever winning a Ballon d'Or?
Oh, boy. You probably think the talent he has, the Brazilian flair that he is, he should have probably won one by now, but Messi and Ronaldo have set the bar just so high. I mean, I suppose if Messi's 49 and Ronaldo's 52, he'll probably be in the top 3.
You've got a few more birthdays, Neymar, but you'll get there.
Yeah, I think when Ronaldo and Messi hang up their boots, then he's still going to be around, and he's certainly going to be one of the players you would think would eventually get a Ballon d'Or. But right now, probably not. Probably not.
The man has spoken.
Yeah.
He is definitely, though, worth keeping an eye on for the remainder of 2020.
For sure.
He is. Right, Al, who's our next one to watch?
We're going to go Paul Pogba for the simple reason I quite like speaking about him.
So does everyone.
Yeah, well, I've had a go at him in terms of ages and ages ago, before he got injured, about taking the penalty and trying to be too... you don't need to take the penalty. Rashford was taking the penalty, scoring all the goals, and they kind of upset the apple cart a little bit, and I got a bit of stick for having a go at him. Love him. He's a great player. If you're the manager of the football team, I'd love him in my team. But, it can be a little bit not Marmite to the point. Man United would love him to be fit, fully fit and play in the team, but for whatever reason, the whole Man United saga has just not gone the way they wanted to go.
Well, bear in mind, it's no secret, is it, that he's had a fractious relationship with Manchester United. Where can you see him playing next season?
That's really genuinely difficult. I mean, do we believe his agent by saying Paul's happy and desperate to get back fit and get in the Man United team? I haven't really seen that from him. He's looked a little bit sultry when he's played, as though he's not being appreciated. But then Paul's such a good football player that he has to, I don't know. I'm amazed because when he came back, they spent a lot of money. Was it 80, 90 million? I thought it was going to be a great signing. It just hasn't been the case. And I don't know whether that's because the Man United team are just not there where he needs the team to be, because most of the teams he's played in have been top level. Man United have just simply not been there. Real Madrid, Barcelona, every time we mention then, if they buy Pogba as well, they're spending 800 million next year with all the other players that have been linked with. PSG, I think, is a possibility for the simple reason he's back in France.
He'll probably be happy.
Probably happier. He'll be making the money he thinks he should be making, which is probably, not that he's not doing that in Manchester. I was
going to say, wow.
Yeah. With Mbappe in front of you, if they can keep him as well, he'd be happy. I don't know why, but there's something that I just feel he might still be at Manchester United in the summer.
Really?
Yeah, genuinely, because I don't think Man United want to lose him, genuinely, unless the fractious relationship that you spoke about that we don't know about now. And by the way, there's a lot of fans at Man United that are like, we don't want Pogba in the team anymore. But there's a lot of fans that say, no, I want Pogba in the team because he's so good. And I can understand both arguments. It'll all depend on his relationship, not necessarily with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, but the board above and who Man United managed to bring to the football club, I think will decide whether Pogba even wants to stay at Manchester United.
Well, and with that come media dividends, because he's going to be talked about regardless.
Listen, he is playing, well, I suppose I was going to say he's going to be playing for France in the Euros. That'll all depend again on how the injury is. And if the injury is bad, then it's obviously not great for him or Man United, or for France for that matter. But you've got to think with the time he's had off just now, he's going to be raring to go towards the end of the season.
And that would be pretty good because he's 69 caps, 10 goals for France. So, I mean...
You want him in the team,
yeah,
don't you?
Of course
and
you
by
would.
the way,
They'll
and
be hoping he's
incidentally,
fit.
We've said a couple of negatives about Paul Pogba there. There are loads of positives. A fit Paul Pogba strolls into the Man United team. It's the rest of it that kind of... It's not a circus. Nothing ever seems to go smoothly. And the problem, of course, Paul has, if Man United don't win and play well, then Paul Pogba gets...
He's a target.
He's a target because he's meant to be one of the best players. So it's not always fair on him getting the stick. But the problem is, he's put him out there as like, I'm the man. Well, if he is, he has to drive the team forward, and Man United have to be successful. He can do it with France. Man United are desperate for him to do it at Man United. If that doesn't work, he's going to end up at PSG, Barcelona, or Real Madrid.
Absolutely. Well, be it moves or media dividends, if there is one player to watch this summer, it would probably be Paul Pogba. Absolutely. With the Euros coming up, but also the fact he has made it crystal clear that he wants to leave Old Trafford. Now, he's experienced steady football index growth over the last 3 months of around 20p, which certainly makes him one to watch over the next few months as we get closer to both the summer window and the Euros. That's it, Al, for this week's Ones to Watch.
Thanks, Emma. That was brilliant.
Thank you for donning your smart shirt.
You're welcome.
Now, if you haven't used Football Index yet and you do fancy giving it a try, but you're not enjoying it within the first 7 days, you can instant sell your shares and email them to have your losses refunded of up to £500. Now remember, you do have to be 18 to get involved, and please do make sure you use it responsibly.